Hello everyone, this is Zoltar, and welcome back to our Galactic Civilizations 3 campaign. At the moment, we're just kind of looking at our capital. I was noticing that the capital has 14 population and 14 food, so it's not growing anymore. Another good reason to get that colony ship spat out, but I think it would be good to, in the short term, try and just get another farm online. I'm looking to just place it right here, since we've got this wild grain established here. And maybe we can get buildings rearranged at some point and kind of get everything in the right spots so that we can be maximizing the bonuses that are automatically available on this planet. So we're going to, instead of finishing up this research center, for the moment, go ahead and head into a farm. It'll only take a couple of turns, and then our planet will be growing again. And let's be honest, we want our planet to be growing. It would be nice. We went ahead and built that elevation foundation and got massive approval bonuses, so we may as well keep building up the population to make sure that we're actually making good use of everything that's available to us. So go ahead and shift gears into that, and then keep, running about with our ships, making sure that we've fully explored every little bit of this area of the galaxy that we have access to. A little bit concerned about this planet still. Hopefully it'll be alright. It has a little small bonus to planetary defense, because it's shielded, which is nice. Decent resistance from invaders, so hopefully it'll be okay. And we won't need to worry about it too much. Got a little survey ship here with nowhere to go. Let's keep sending it toward this ship graveyard around the gas clouds and in turn. Oh, we got ships coming. Thankfully they're fighting each other, so maybe we'll be okay. It is a transport ship, but it got blown up. Our allies actually did something helpful for us. Blew up the transport ship that was on the way to our planet. That is a good reason, however, to go ahead and get our military vessels over toward that planet to make sure it's protected, as it is likely the most exposed one that we currently have in our empire. Let's go ahead and check out the shipyard. 6 more turns till the colony ship is good to go. I'm going to go ahead and queue up another colony ship just so I don't forget about it, because we do have 2 more planets to take. Actually, no, I don't know if I need another colony ship, because I have ideology running. It's at 13 points right now. We need to only push to 20. We'll be able to go ahead and grab a colony ship at that point. So maybe instead of queuing up a colony ship, we'll cancel that. Let's find something else we can queue up. We could queue up a transport, just so we have one available. We could queue up, though, something like a battleship or a destroyer. Things of this nature could be quite helpful, just because we are going to need to fight something eventually. I don't know, a battleship sounds kind of cool. It's a big ship with some ion drives attached to it. Strong fortitude, not a lot of attack value on the thing. The other options being some cruisers or destroyers or even a battle hammer. I'm really tempted by the battleship, though. Doesn't take that long. Maybe we'll just queue up a cruiser because it takes forever, though. And we'll probably want one eventually, so why don't we just start it now, and eventually it'll pop out and start having some use. Okay. Got an unfortunate genius, so his head explodes and he gave us focused research, which is nice because that was going to take forever to get done, so it's kind of nice to just have that now. It'll make all the rest of our tech that takes forever take slightly less of a forever to actually complete. So what else do we want to do? Could do some more in governance, potentially. Let's see, cultural optimization. Kind of could have some benefits for increasing our influence. Diplomatic optimization could also be interesting. Cultural treaty, economic treaty, or research treaty. I don't know if I really want to learn something called slave brokering, personally. Maybe just an economic treaty, try and beef up our trade at some point, but I have no idea how any of that functions yet. So I'm kind of tempted away from it and over toward just something simple, like making some of our war units better. Because it's easy to understand, I think. Things like increased precursor research and ascension crystal mining. We can spend 31 turns on that, since we have xenoarchaeology unlocked. And I think we'll just go with that instead of anything else. So yeah, let's just do that. That's easy to understand. It's a clear improvement to very specific things in our territory, so we're just going to go with it. Okay. survey ship just sitting around instead of being helpful. Why don't you come up and investigate that space junk? He actually just did something very helpful, so I shouldn't yell at him too much. Okay. You get up here to the planet. You keep moving. I think it's still a couple turns away. There we are. Can you reach the space junk? Somehow I doubt it. Yeah, not quite yet. Ooh, what's happening over here? Whoa, they took out this planet? That's not good. That's absolutely not good. We need to worry about this. Well, I guess we already have a ship moving kind of into the area, so we'll be able to investigate fairly quickly. Yeah, got a little bit of treasure from space junk. Not a big deal. Right, check out the ship graveyard. Yes, engage. I already said engage. Just do it. Quick battle. Oh. A powerful ship drifts, clearly battle damaged beyond repair. Its advanced drive systems, however, are remarkably well preserved. A few modifications to its more exotic components later, and your own drives are screaming along well beyond their factory specifications. +2 moves to all ships in your fleet. So is that just this fleet? It has 10 moves now. What do you have? 7. I'm not sure what you had before. What do you have? 8. So you still have 8. So I think it was just this fleet. So that was sad compared to finding a colony ship, in my opinion, but whatever. I guess we take what we can get without complaining about it too much. Then where do I want you to go? You could come down here, I suppose, and start sifting through these artifacts. That could be fine. So why don't you start down that direction? You are already headed this direction. You can check out that planet for me, and you guys can just do your defending. That should all be fine. Dominion Prime should easily be growing again by now. Yep, we're at 14.3 population, only growing by 0.1 a turn. That's all fine. Got a whole bunch of improvements going on. I have to wonder, do I actually want to do something beyond just continuing to improve what's already there? Somehow I don't think so for the time being. I might even want to shift some of my manufacturing over to my shipyard so I can start really pumping out ships and getting things done, especially because this guy has taken a planet that I wanted. Now I'm going to have to settle for the less interesting one immediately and then move into that later. Yeah. They're being very aggressive all across this galaxy section, aren't they? What did we find? A small escort ship. Might still be enough to take out our survey ship. I honestly don't know how that interaction would go down. I guess we're going to find out. Man, now I wish my army was over here, but whatever. You guys have 690 hit points. Why don't you try and take down this starbase? There's no reason to let this sit here. I feel like this should be doable fairly easily, one would think. Yeah. Good job, guys. Nothing lost for it. Let's keep expanding outward, because we've got this planet established, so we have the range to go ahead and check out what's actually in this area now. So why not just do it? 3 turns till a colony ship. Not bad. Despite our prodigious strength compared to the Terran Alliance, we find you do have knowledge that we still lack. Give us information about planetary invasion, and we may overlook the temptation to take advantage of your relative weakness. We are relatively weak right now. Maybe we'll just be nice, roll over for the time being. We're trying to be friends here. I really don't want to roll over in any way, but I feel like we're focusing on growth right now instead of on military strength, and we will be for some time, so I really don't want to get into a position where they attack us, so I guess we'll give them what they want for now. It's just a tech. Man, they're being just so hostile, though. It's very frustrating. Well, another starbase to take down. Just do that. Shouldn't be difficult once again. Goodbye. Okay, we can see another edge to his territory, so we'll just keep headed that direction. And turn. Planet is undefended. Invade with populated transports. Where is that? Where did I try and invade a planet? Hold on. What are we talking about here? I didn't try to invade a planet, as far as I know. What planet are we talking about? I'm very confused. Whatever, game. I think you're crazy. I think you're just crazy. But that's fine. Did I try and go to this planet, maybe? Which is undefended, and I could take if I had a transport ship. So maybe that's what I'll start making instead of a cruiser soon, is just head to a transport. Maybe I could even buy a transport? No, those are expensive. But still, we can queue up a transport and then maybe buy it if a good opportunity arises for such things. Okay. Then let's keep moving. Alright, what's up here? Do we actually have a planet, or is it just another starbase? It kind of looks like just another starbase for the moment. Well, it's at least another starbase and a planet. Okay, we got both of them here. Unprotected world once again. No idea where their actual units are hanging out. Or frankly, how big their military is. If I go to power, what am I looking about? Hold on. I know there's a place I can find these things. It's not trade. Maybe it's diplomacy. Stringent Empire. Okay, my faction power, I'm third. My military power, I am third. The Stringent Empire is second in military power. And Thalen Contingency is first in military power. So that is a bit of a concern. It's frustrating starting so far behind everybody. Okay, what's the deal with them? Why are they so whatever they are with me? I am weak, they don't like that. I have an opposing ideology, they're probably pragmatic. I have a ship in their zone of control, we have shared borders. I am ripe for conquest. Okay, so I imagine I'm easy to kill. So they don't like me because I'm easy to take down. They want to take me down. I am at war with an opposing ideology of them. We have a common enemy and we are trading, though. So they're still not, they don't completely hate me, they're just kind of jerks, I guess. Fine, whatever. Well, let's keep going. We will need to start pumping ships out before long, it sounds like. Okay. Got the colony ship. Go ahead and get over there. I probably just went and left you to die, didn't I, to this guy? Hopefully that won't happen. I wasn't paying enough attention, no. If I lose a colony ship like that, I'm going to be kind of frustrated with myself, but on the other hand, it is exactly the sort of move I would make. Survey ship. Get down to that graveyard. It looks like a survey ship can probably deal with a graveyard on its own for most of the graveyards we've found so far, even if it's guarded by pirates, so I'm hoping that'll hold true. But it's time to find out for sure. Take down this starbase. At least we're getting a lot done in terms of taking out starbases. I mean, that's nice, right? Just a little planet up here. Is there anything out this direction, I guess? We'll check in this corner first before we try and explore out into this area. Still can't reach all this area yet, so we'll figure that out later. Okay, he kept going toward my planet, which is fine. He's not a transport. He can't take it, so that's not a big deal. It should also be kind of difficult to take. 85% resistance, 10% planetary defense. Not the easiest thing in the world to bring down, at least. Okay, then why don't you keep headed toward that ship graveyard since the scout isn't doing anything interesting. You take this ship graveyard. Yes, go. Okay, quick battle. We got it done. And we got a defender. Okay. But it looks like we might have lost our survey ship to the pirates this time. And done absolutely nothing to them. That's very different from all the other times. So what are the stats on a survey ship itself, I wonder? Defense against a very particular type of attack, and then small amounts of various types of attack. Interesting. So I guess it's relying very heavily on the shielding and point defense from these knights is what it's doing in order to survive against these pirate ships. Okay. Well, we traded our survey ship for a defender, so that's kind of depressing. Now I know. That's why I avoided it in the past. Whatever. Alright, Francis needs some orders. So let's figure that out. It's got some mega factories up. It's making 15 manufacturing a turn. Shouldn't be too hard to continue to develop it fairly effectively. I'm wondering how to mix in exactly these solar power plants with these factories. Like, would it have been better for me to go with 2 factories and then a plant? I don't know. Honestly, I just have no idea. Maybe I could have put a plant here. Oh well. Hopefully it's not a big deal. Now, would it be good to put something like, maybe not a military academy, but a planetary defense system, perhaps? Hyperion supply system. Increases the range of ships built on this planet. Don't really care. Increases the hull capacity, reduces the logistics. What about a planetary defense system that I put here, for example? It would be level 3 already. And it could just help kind of lock down the system. So I guess we'll go with that. Let's see. And then from there... Ooh, a trade post. That could be interesting. Port of call, not so interesting. I'm also tempted to maybe make a shipyard, but maybe instead, let's see what the negative would be of adding Francis as a sponsor. Only 9% distance decay. That's not that bad, I think. So let's go ahead and assign Francis as a sponsor. That'll get a little bit more benefit in the short term from all the production that I've thrown up for Francis. And it also just gives me more time to think about what to do with this planet, which looks like it could use some more approval. So we're only at 3.4 right now. So maybe I also queue up something that will provide approval. Like what? I mean, an entertainment center generally is going to give approval, right? So we could just plan on that. Just dump one up here in this corner. Figure out bonuses to adjacency later. Works for me. We've got some idle ships sitting around now. Keep poking this way. Looks like there's not going to be anything interesting, but we may as well make sure. Since we can scout the territory and we don't have any transports to take out the planet yet. I'm working on it, though. We're working on the shipyards and stuff. I'm really tempted to actually govern this planet and send more manufacturing to our shipyards. I don't know how much we actually need to improve this planet for the time being. So if we do this instead, hopefully that'll start spewing out our transport significantly faster, our cruisers significantly faster. We can actually get a move on in the campaign. All right. Looks like you guys are all done. Yes, engage the pirates again. Quick battle. Toasted but not burned. We found a battle axe. That's nice. Another small ship with some moderate beam and shield capabilities. Might go well with the Defender, which has its own strengths and weaknesses. Okay. Make sure you're still moving back here. Found an allied, quote-unquote, starbase, I guess. So nothing too exciting up here. They have all these ascension crystals. I would really like some of those. Speaking of, we should check our ideology points. We're at 15. Aren't we supposed to be getting 1 a turn? Because I feel like we're not getting 1 a turn. Just mentioning that I believe the Elevation Foundation says, oh no, it's 1 every 5 turns. Sorry, I'm nuts. Generates a benevolent ideology point every 5 turns. So that's what's going on there. That's why I'm so confused. So it takes 100 turns for us to basically get a benefit out of having built the Elevation Foundation by pushing to another point in ideology. That's interesting. All right, we found out about precursor studies, so that's good, I suppose. Choose new tech. We can focus in Relic if we want to. Economic benefits, cultural benefits, or research benefits. Another option is just to go into more advanced hyperdrives, which I imagine will allow us to move farther for the most part. Which has its uses. I'm kind of curious, though. I would like to improve, generally speaking, my manufacturing overall. I think I can do some of that in the colony with industrialization, precision manufacturing. Looks like an option. I'm kind of tempted just to go with it and then get to this manufacturing bonus and improve our military manufacturing. I guess I could also just improve or reduce all manufacturing costs. Those would both be options. All right. Let's see. Survey ship. Fleet range. You're just so frustrating. Understandable, but frustrating. Thankfully, we'll be improving the fleet range very, very soon. Next turn, it looks like. So why don't you guys go ahead and get to the edge of the fleet range. Then we'll be able to actually go past it soon. Okay. Super Shark for this colonizing event. The waters of this planet are patrolled by a monstrously large creature filled with teeth and ill will. It seems to have taken a particular interest in your colony, has already killed many of your colonists with its aforementioned teeth and ill will. Your scientists have come up with a way of destroying the beast. It's a really big gun, but aren't sure what effect removing an alpha predator will have on the ecosystem or the impact to our kelp farms. What are your orders? Can't be reckless here. Tell the scientists to study the creature further until they come up with some kind of passive defense. Until then, keep everyone inside. That seems reasonable to me. We'll get less food, but we get more research, so I'm okay with that. And we also get our benevolent points that we're going for, so we'll just go with it. That said, we're a little low on food because of the Super Shark, and we're a little low on growth because of the active core already, so I guess I really shouldn't worry about the food thing too much. Why don't we this time try going with a couple basic factories and a solar power plant over here to improve the factories? I think that might work out better. There we go. Let's see. There is a small fleet here, a terrorizer, that we'll need to deal with at some point. I doubt we could really combat it right now, considering it is a large escort ship, and we do not have very many ships, but we'll figure it out before long. And now our range is much, much bigger. We can explore more of the galaxy. Always nice. Yeah, why don't you guys get back up here toward this planet? I'm kind of thinking we might end up wanting 2 or 3 shipyards this time, but we're not there yet. Okay, it points out that we can actually spend an ideology point. I imagine that's from founding on the planet and getting a bunch of points for that, maybe as much as 10. Okay, missionary center is an option, but we don't really need a colony ship anymore is the thing, right? We need transports now. I don't think we had any planets left to take. I'm not seeing any now that I look around. Like, we want to send a transport to this planet because we want that. Then we might want to transport for this planet and so on and so forth from there, but no more colony ships. So I'm not sure I even care about outreach at all at this point. Because I would need to push very heavily into it to get to explorers, which is when I would get the first real benefit from it. So I'm just not going to worry about it. Don't really care about dignified either. I mean, 50% morale bonus on the homeworld. My homeworld has twice as much morale as it needs right now, so I'm not concerned about that. We could go with eminence from prominence, which would allow us to have more influence, potentially. And get more points. But we could also just gain 150 free research points. I'm not sure I'm interested in that either because we've already finished so much research, right? We need a ridiculous number of research points, it feels like, to actually get anything done. But let's see exactly how much research we need, for example, to finish something up. Is it even going to tell us? It doesn't seem to tell us the exact value, but we're producing 49 research a turn. So it's 3 turns of research is all. That does not feel like a lot. So I think I kind of want to go with eminence so I can build a missionary center and just kind of keep growing everything. It also gives something for something for our capital to do potentially if we want. So a missionary center. Affects, provides bonuses to influence, approval, and tourism. So we might want to build it, for example, right here. If we can get a soil upgrade there. So let's check on that. We can. So why don't we just rush to that instead of all this other stuff. And then eventually we will come back and we will put the missionary center there. I'm going to leave production and governance as is for the moment, though, just because... Ooh, that thing's kind of weakened. It's still kind of... I don't know if this would actually work, attacking into it. I kind of want to try, though. I just want to see what happens. Can I not attack into it? Do I not have moves? I don't have moves left. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. An intern. It's running away! No, it's getting away to the planet! Terran Alliance, we see you building up forces outside our doorstep. You should stop it. We're not building up forces outside your doorstep. We just have units running around. Sheesh, calm down. You have units running through our territory. You don't see us making a fuss about that. All we make a fuss about is the fact that you're making a fuss about things. I'm saying the word fuss too much. Okay. Did you make it all the way to the planet so we can't kill you? Yeah, you did. Oh no, you're still just alone at the planet, though. Maybe we can still try and take you down. Probably a terrible idea, doing it anyway. 5 more turns till we have a transport available. Which I guess will come up here. Even though we would like to take this world, I think we're going to need to try and take the transport up here. They all have no approval anywhere, which you would think would kind of make their planets easier to capture. I'm wondering if I can examine the planet if I get close enough to it. But I don't know exactly how that all plays out. Also, Francis has really low approval still. That's why I'm building an entertainment center, of course. I'm already fixing that problem. What am I worried about? Let's see, over here we've got mega factories going up, which I think is generally fine. But we could also maybe use an entertainment center in the area. This would be a level 3 entertainment center. It's just a reasonable place to put it, so that's what we'll do. Why don't we kick it up ahead of the factories just to make sure our approval is good? We like having good approval. Boost influence, growth, and resistance, exactly. All of those things sound good, so let's go with it. All right. Intern. Let's just keep poking around everywhere. Nothing too interesting up there, just an artifact we can't reach. Over here, we've got this ship, which is now up to 281 hit points, so there's no way we can possibly do anything about it. And we're going to need some more ships back home very quickly, it looks like. Can't afford to buy a cruiser. I have no idea how you're supposed to develop this ridiculous amount of credits to actually get anything done in this game yet, but hopefully we'll figure it out eventually. Agony 1, still not looking so good. I guess it's well named. Let's see, complete influence of the Dringian Empire, 14 approval on it still. Can't really look at it exactly and see what its planetary defense is. It's apparently a ghost world, which allows for really good research, so that would be kind of nice to have. Can always use better research. But let's keep poking around near it. No shipyard over there, so no ships are going to come from this direction, so I guess I can just keep moving inward to see if I can find a shipyard to take down, or at least to keep an eye on. Get in that planet, please. See this nonsense. Like, what happens if I tell it to go over here? I can explore all this territory out here. All because I told it to move over on this side of the black hole. That's so dumb! It's just dumb. I don't understand how you can allow your pathing to function that way. But whatever. I'm going to keep complaining about it, and it's never going to stop. And I'm not sorry. Doesn't make any sense. After all, if you don't want to hear complaining, you are definitely on the wrong channel. Just throwing it out there at the moment. Oh, man. Well, guys, we made some progress here. We're working on getting things done. We got more planets settled. Unfortunately, there is a terrorizer coming to terrorize our fleet, so I think it's going to run away in just a moment here. Let's grab you guys and just get out. Just leave the planet. As long as there's not a transport coming, hopefully you'll be okay. We do have a transport of our own popping out in just a couple of turns, and then we'll actually start producing units to maybe do some fighting out here. But for the moment, this looks like a reasonable time to call the episode. We might have a little bit more going down in the near future once we've got that transport popped out. And we can go after Agony in particular. And then followed up by Madzula and Quake. But for now, we're going to go ahead and take a break and kind of prepare ourselves mentally for getting all that done in the next episode. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.